Hello students, in this video lecture I will be discussing question number 9 from IIT-JAM 2020 and the question is let a equals to limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n square plus 2 upon n square and so on to n minus 1 upon n square and b equals to limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n plus 1 plus 1 upon n plus 2 and so on to 1 upon n plus n. Then which of the following is or are true? We have to comment that whether a is greater than b or less than b, or is there any other relation between a and b. So let us solve this. So you need to clearly observe here that if you take out 1 upon n square common from all these terms, you are left with 1 plus 2 plus so on to n minus 1. And we know that the sum of first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2. And here we have first n minus 1 natural numbers. So just replace n by n minus 1. So you're getting n minus 1 into n minus 1 plus 1 divide by 2. So this get cancelled out. So this is nothing but limit n tends to infinity 1 by n square into the value of this numbers is nothing but n into n minus 1 by 2, and hence you will write it like limit n tends to infinity n square minus n divided by 2n square. On taking limit n tends to infinity, it will come out to be 1 by 2. On dividing by n square, you are left with 1 minus 1 upon n divided by 2. Now just take limit n tends to infinity, this term will goes to 0, so you are left with 1 by 2. So the limit comes out to be 1 by 2. Now value of a is 1 by 2. Now let us solve it for b. So b is nothing but limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n plus 1 plus 1 upon n plus 2 plus so on to 1 upon n plus n. Now we are very much familiar with the concept of limit of sum. So that concept will be applying up here. So this is nothing but b equals to limit n tends to infinity. This is nothing but we can write it as summation 1 upon n plus k, where k is running from 1 till n. So you can substitute the value of k equals to 1, so you'll be getting 1 upon n plus 1. Similarly, when you substitute the value of k equals to 2, you will be getting the second term, right? So this thing is valid, right? Now let us recall now how to convert summation to integration. So what you do is you just write this term as tk. So this is 1 upon n plus k. In this, replace n with 1 by h. So you will be getting that tk is nothing but 1 over 1 by h plus k. So this is h upon 1 plus hk. The next step which we do is we replace h with dx and hk with x. So you are getting that tk is nothing but 1 by 1 upon x into dx. Now we have to calculate the value of a and b, the lower limit and the upper limit, and that is even very easy task. So the lower limit, that is a, this is nothing but, now you can see that when limit n tends to infinity, so limit of h will be 0. So limit h tends to 0, and similarly b equals to limit h tends to 0. Now what we need to do here is we need to see that in the series what is the first value which is varying. Like in this series we are varying 1, then we have 2, and so on, last term is n. So the first initial value is 1 which is varying. So when you calculate the value of a, just substitute here 1. Okay? This is a short trick to calculate a and b. And similarly, whenever you calculate the value of b, you just substitute the last value which has varied. This is n, right? And just multiply it with h. So on multiplying it with h, now just calculate the value of limit. So this will be 0, and we know that n is nothing but 1 by h, so that it get cancelled out. So this comes out to be 1. So the value of a is 0 and b is 1. Let us substitute and solve it out. So this is 0 to 1, 1 upon 1 plus x dx. This is nothing but log of 1 plus x from 0 to 1. So this comes out to be natural log 2, right? So this is b. This is the value of, and we have already calculated the value of a, which is 1 by 2, and since in the examination we are provided a calculator even, so you can directly calculate the value of this b. This will come out to be 0.693 approximately. Fine. So on calculating this value, you can easily see that the second option comes out to be correct. A is less than b, right? Now just multiply a into b. Now what was your a? This was 1 by 2, and what is your b? Natural log 2. Now, so using the property of logs, you can just send this number to the power. So this will come out to be this, and hence third option is also correct for this question.